matter what life throws at you, you know that you can carry on. Y'all have a blessed day. Good morning, Carry On fans. Just wanted to share with you guys a super quick word that I got over the weekend and then yesterday again while I was meeting with our ministry partners. I think it'll be super helpful for those of you that feel discouraged or are just maybe experiencing a lot of chaos lately. But the scripture reference is Colossians 3:11 through 14, I believe. So if you want to reference that while I share. So I was thinking the other day, I've been working on 2022 goals and doing a lot of planning and listening and praying, praying and then listening about God's best for my family, for my business, and just really focused on being faithful. And one of the things that I realized over the years is that anytime I've been faithful in the assignment, there has been such a harvest. And so the word that I got very clearly this weekend was to just be faithful. And often when the Lord calls us into something and gives us an assignment, there's not technically a tangible benefit in it for us, especially right away. And I think this is why a lot of people forfeit their destiny or they don't take the next steps that actually move them from point A to point B. And so I'm celebrating the small things that I have at least 6 episodes. I believe this is episode 7 for my podcast. But being faithful in the assignment without being tied to the outcome. And so I recognized that it had become a little bit discouraging how difficult it seems to get information out and share information now when over the years I've done videos and especially on Facebook, they would get thousands of views. And so I really kind of let that hold me back with the idea that nobody was listening or people aren't paying attention. And so I just really received that from the Lord this week that I just need to be faithful in the assignment because God told me to do it. And so I wanted to share that word with you and also about the move of God with kingdom work right now. So we are part of a ministry movement in Seneca. It's brand new, doesn't look like anything else that's ever been done before. And we are partnering with people we have never partnered with before, but we've known them for a while. I've known the husband and wife over 2 years, but I've known the wife over 10 years. And we are a very diverse group of people, and it's incredibly exciting. We are ethnically diverse, we're financially diverse, we're demographically diverse. And my mom even joined us on Sunday, and it's really exciting. And so we've started to be faithful in that assignment. We're 3 weeks in. We meet in a building that's not even finished yet, where my new office is going to be, where the ministry will be housed, and several other things that impact our community, which is very exciting. But just wanted to share that the important part is to be faithful in the assignment. And so Sunday, when I was getting the family ready to go to church, it was interesting because there's not anything to draw us to church. There's no coffee. There's no fun building. There's not something special for the kids. The kids are sitting with us while we're doing this planning and praying and talking and sharing the gospel. And it was such a purified move in terms of there's not really any of our flesh involved. I mean, it is a situation where we are doing this because God called us to it. And I know that there's going to be such a harvest there. So if you read in Colossians, it talks about basically, it mentions the word charity, and we know that charity actually means love in this particular context. And I just wanted to encourage those of you that feel like things are very chaotic right now. I even said Sunday that I don't know how people are functioning right now that don't have faith, because there's nothing in the natural to cling to in terms of good news and good things happening and growth and pretty much the things that have kept us comfortable in America for a really long time. A lot of people are not experiencing the joy and fulfillment from those things that they traditionally have. But the word yesterday that Brother Howard gave us was that kingdom trumps chaos always. And so I thought, well, that's why I have so much peace, because we're walking in a kingdom lifestyle. And the center of that is love and how we love others. And love is the transforming part of what walking with Christ was designed and destined for us to do. And so I wanted to share that with you guys today. Be faithful in your assignment, whatever it is, and don't be tied to the outcome, and don't not take action. Is that a double negative? I don't even know. Take action regardless of what you think the outcome is going to be, even if there's not a financial benefit or a physical benefit. It should be enough that God just told you to do it. And I know that we lose a lot of people, especially when we're sharing like this. I have a business that I use on this podcast, but I also mostly share the gospel or a word that the Lord gave me, and just to encourage people. And often we can lose people right when we say, well, God told me to do it. But that is where the harvest comes in, and that is what we are designed to do. And so my prayer and encouragement for those of you that see this is that you will trust and decree and that God gave us dominion over the earth, and kingdom trumps chaos every day. And we need to walk in that faith. Scripture tells us that the righteous shall live by faith. It doesn't say the faithful live by the righteous or live by righteousness. And so that's really, really key. And faith is really just putting one foot in front of the other and not being tied to the outcome. And I know that even though I may at this point only have 2 subscribers, and some of that is because I haven't invested in growing this audience, and these platforms online are obviously not going to do anything to help that grow. But the important part is that I'm being faithful in what God called me to do. And it's hard to reconcile that some days because it's free, it's not producing revenue. It requires time and sacrifice. It takes courage. There are often plenty of people and naysayers out there to give you criticism or whatever, challenge what you say. But if God calls you to it, you have to be faithful in the assignment. And then from there, you will reap a harvest. And so you reap what you sow, and you got to sow into the assignment. So the word with Colossians that I wanted to share with you is that we want to be fostering an atmosphere, no matter what we're doing in our lifestyle, that allows others to be swept in by a spirit of love. And so I know when I lay my head down every night that I want it to be well with my soul, and know that I absolutely left nothing on the table in terms of how I demonstrated the love of God in my life. And I fall short on that every day, multiple times throughout the day. But it's wonderful to go to the throne and with humility and ask the Lord to be the strength in our weakness. And so that's Colossians 3. I think it's 11 through 14. And pay special attention to where he talks about in there the bowels of mercy, because loving people takes a tremendous amount of strength that does not live in our human ability. It lives in our spiritual person, our spiritual ability that can only come from the source, which is the Lord and Jesus Christ. So kingdom trumps chaos. That's probably what I should have named this, but be encouraged. And remember, if you need prayer, hit the subscribe button, share the video, and then also reach out over Messenger if you need prayer. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to this episode for Keri On. Join us at KeriOn, KeriOn.TV for a full list of episodes and to follow us on social media.